Be honest, we've all had our fair share of sneaky escapes during near-death experiences, and it feels so devious. But it makes me wonder how dumb and oblivious Fortnite players actually are. To answer this, I attempted to stalk players for as long as possible without them noticing, and if I can smoothly steal their victory royale, it's confirmation that Fortnite's community has officially brain-rotted. The challenge is simple, right? Wrong. I've never raged more in my entire life, smashing my fist on the table multiple times and queuing again and again into an infinite loop of failures. But why was it so hard? After all, it was just stalking a player. Or was it an AI? I can't really tell because for some reason, Fortnite decided to populate half the game with AIs, so differentiating between real and fake players on Spawn Island was impossible, leading me to many dead ends. Even if I found a real player on Spawn Island, searching for them through the battle bus was a nightmare, especially when it got this congested. To solve this, I biased obvious skins like neon colored people or anyone outstanding like Peely, but I eventually ditched Spawn Island altogether and implemented the top 20 strat. Essentially, if you waited till top 20 rather than playing during top 100, you increased your chances by 5 times. So I decided to wait a bit before actually stalking. Plus, I had a lot of time to gather resources to protect myself against third parties and continue this challenge strongly. Additionally, activating ranked avoided AIs altogether, and as time went, I gathered a firmer grip on this challenge, finally yielding me better attempts. For one, I stalked this soccer skin for 5 minutes straight, and he had no idea, but my stealth requires some improvement. I mean, look at me. How much closer could I get to bro? I definitely deserve that loss. Same goes for stalking his fish stick for a record holding 9 minutes, by the way. Watch as he absolutely schools me. I think it's clear I learned one lesson. Don't get too close because you'll get caught and killed. But you'll see later that I don't like taking my advice, like, at all. But anyways, while some encounters were hilarious and stealthy, other games were like lectures, such as this attempt. It was a quick but very informative game where I accidentally let my victim, this surf witch, escape my sights. My belief is to give the player enough room ahead of me so I can actually sneak up on them without being noticed, but the surf witch got so far I couldn't even tell if he died or not. I completely lost them. And this happened way too often, whether I got sidetracked in a quiet battle or waited for them too far away. It was normal to lose track of players, and this was a serious problem. Losing track sucked, but it was even worse dying to third parties, especially during good runs. Just like the time I got sniped while waiting for bro to loot a supply drop. But that's when it dawned on me. I got caught not because of bad luck, but because I followed players to hot locations like supply drops, POIs like Salty Springs, or humongous build fights like this one. The point is, many times it's my fault for losing the player. So after 4 hours of Fortnite stalking, I finally pulled out my blueprint to map out the perfect plan to steal a victory royale and officially prove just how oblivious a Fortnite player can be. The strategy was simple. Firstly, land at my own designated quiet location rather than skydiving with the player. This protected me from crowded locations. And secondly, it helped me loot up. Get mats, get weapons, get shields, because there'll be bloodbaths everywhere for the first 5 minutes as I help narrow down the player count until around top 30 or 20. But remember I mentioned that I can't take my own advice? Yeah, I basically ripped up the blueprint, threw it in the trash. It's okay, but it's justifiable. Because while approaching this renegade raider with the username QuickShot, through the window, I saw this guy dance so hard on this dead body. My blood boiled at this. If I could just snatch this player's victory royale, it'd be so deserving and justifying. I couldn't wait to troll this toxic player and hand him some karma. So after he looted up a bit and danced again, by the way, I began to stay close to QuickShot so I wouldn't lose him. I tried giving him enough space so I could follow him efficiently, but he got so far. I checked every corner in a panic. And then luckily, I found him walking below near the lake. Otherwise, this was a close call. I almost lost this guy, and I blame it all on his stupid need for wood. Like, buddy, you do not need to break every tree in the world. I'm trying to hide behind them. But just when I found him again, this random player put his AR nozzle on my face. I jumped in panic because if I was gonna fight this guy, QuickShot would realize. So I quickly finished this kill, and I'm low-key grateful that QuickShot walked so far away because it gave me enough time to escape with a launch pad without confronting him. By the way, check out that ramp edit. That was sick, right? Maybe? No? Okay. But you know what else is cool? If you guys could consider subscribing to the channel. I make crazy videos never before seen on YouTube, just like this one. And if you want to join in on the fun and curiosity, then don't miss out. And thanks so much for 20,000 subscribers, everyone. That was crazy. Anyways, back to the video. After launch padding away, based on Quickshot's toxicity, I theorized he'd rush me straight away. But time ticked as I sat behind his hill. I realized he wasn't coming after me. I ran out of my hiding spot in a frantic to check the area, and he was just gone. He disappeared. Did he actually die? He did deserve it, but I was supposed to handle that process. And you know what? I guess I'll miss Quickshot. The way bro chopped every tree at sight, the way he danced, the tears are running. But it's okay, because the game took a turn for the craziest. You don't want to miss this. Holy moly. It was top 10. I needed to move on, find someone new. But first, I had to deal with these guys. They threatened to blow my cover. They had to die, and that's when the world stopped. I watched another player's noggin fall off. This sniper was the next one to be trolled. I healed up real quick and approached him. His name was K9FNB, and I had absolutely nothing against K9, by the way, but the way he just doesn't know I'm this close to him makes me want to troll him so bad. How does he not notice me? I've literally never got this close to anyone before. What can I say? His sniper shootout against this dude was just way too intense. And boom, he destroyed that player. I applauded K9's cheeky snipe, but following him to his loot was a horror movie. A bush in the distance saw me, and my cover was blown. In a panic, I ran to hide inside the build fight K9 was in, and he was aware I existed now. If only Quickshot actually rushed me, if he actually cared about me like that, maybe we could have gone on, but he's probably eliminated, so that's okay. Storm pulled through. K9 checked one last time before running, but bro didn't know I was still there. I walked behind him, and this is when things got really intense. It was a top 3 situation. I was on height, K9 was below me, and the third dude was in his own box. Part of the perks of stalking players like this is watching the weirdest things happen. Like the time I watched a pickaxe war happen, that was just weird. And in this case, cringing at bro's aim. Literally, how does he shoot this many times and still miss? You would think he would adapt to his previous shots. I don't even know, man. And you know what's funnier? I was sitting behind his cone and he tried to shoot me with the grenade launcher and I wasn't even scared. That's how bad he was. Look at how it just shoots right over me like shooting stars. But anyways, to keep myself from blowing my cover, I had to drop down rather than keeping height, getting real close to the random renegade raider and being open to K9. I was basically stalking both of them, being creepy and weird in my own little corner. The final minutes were remaining, and that's when my victim finally struck back. He was done with my trolling, but I wasn't done. I emoted a bit, and he crashed out by sending bullets upon bullets into my box. It was time to end this war though, and take this victory once and for all. I was gonna snatch this so hard. I rushed K9, but then and wouldn't you know it, this dude won the game. Are you serious? The literal goal was not to let this guy win. But don't worry, it gets worse because Quickshot, he was camping the whole game, literally within the build fight I was hiding in, and still won. Bro, he also had 1 kill, and it was that guy he killed earlier and danced on. Why? He didn't even deserve this win, bro. So basically, I failed the mission. It's totally possible to stalk someone all game and take the victory royale for sure, as long as you don't lose the player like I did. No hate on him. If he was watching this, it was fun stalking both of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more ridiculous challenges like this, or else I'll just have to stalk you next. Check out the next videos on screen, and peace out.